It's great to see you again on the challenge of nature. Get ready to face nature's wrath on camera. Let's get started. Is this man testing his strength? This bridge was crushed by a flood of rocks and earth. This bridge is quite sturdy against the fierce flash floods of nature. If it were you, would you dare to cross this bridge at this time? Scary, more and more water. Have you ever witnessed storms like this in real life? Wind speeds up to 100 kilometers per hour along with heavy rainfall. Look at those trees. They are about to fall. Oh my God! The electric wires on the street were broken and on fire. No one dared to go near them. Imagine how strong the wind would have to be to blow this truck off the road. Look at that house. The landslide will destroy it. A mountainside road in Sichuan province, China has been completely destroyed by a devastating flash flood. The murky water is still flowing rapidly, carrying tons of mud and rocks, creating a scene of devastation. Oh my God, the flash flood submerged that road. On the banks of the Brahmaputra River in India, a house is slowly being swallowed by a powerful flood. The enormous force of the water carries everything away, debris floating along with the rushing water. Let's see how well these trees can withstand strong winds. They fell down. The wind force is 200 kilometers per hour. Why do people use water to put out electrical fires? This flood is eating away at that road. These scenes are scary. If there were people in the house right next to the electric pole, how would they feel? A big storm with strong winds. Look at that tree. A desolate scene. In the city of Pragpur, India, the bridge over the Beas River was completely submerged by floodwaters. The black, powerful waters swept everything away, leaving only a faint trace on the riverbed. The rain poured down, the wind howled through the streets, trees fell like dominoes. The power of this storm was unbelievable. That wooden bridge looked fragile in the face of the raging flood. In a suburb of Dallas, Texas, strong winds knocked down a power pole, snapped wires, and created a loud bang that ripped wires from a streetlight pole. Sparks flew out, quickly catching on the green foliage, creating a huge fire. The pouring rain seemed to want to swallow the whole city. The wind howled and knocked down the rows of trees. The scene was truly unbelievable. The flood came so quickly, engulfing the entire schoolyard. Everything was swept away in the blink of an eye, leaving behind a scene of devastation. In just a few hours, the flood rose and invaded the school, sweeping away everything in its path, leaving nothing intact. This storm was truly a test of nature. The wind was as strong as a hurricane, the rain was pouring down, and it knocked down trees all over the road. The air was suffocating as the storm hit. The wind howled everywhere. The trees that had stood firm for decades were now mercilessly knocked down. The pouring rain pulled out the power line, which fell onto the road and caught fire right in the middle of the row of cars. The fire flared up fiercely in the pouring rain. The broken electric wire fell on the lawn. The fire broke out terrifyingly right next to the swing chair. The dangerous scene seemed like a disaster waiting to happen. Unbelievable scene. Strong winds knocked down the ancient tree, its roots uprooted from the ground. The storm was howling. The big tree next to the house could not withstand it. Who would have thought? The tree branches just lightly touched the electric wire and caused a terrible short circuit. The fire burned everything in an instant. The fierce winds toppled everything in their path, uprooting roofs and breaking tree branches. Unbelievable. The sturdy steel bridge was swept away by the flash flood like a toy, collapsing under the terrible force of the water. Don't miss out on future updates. Hit subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments below. Stay safe and take care.